This video will demonstrate the standard operating procedures for two types of centrifuge, the Sorval Legend Micro 21 centrifuge and the Sorval RC5B refrigerated superspeed centrifuge. This is the Legend Micro 21 centrifuge. It is used for samples in microtubes. This machine is stored in the equipment room in Macmillan Room 230. Contact the lab technician for access to this machine. First, plug in the machine and turn on the power by turning on the switch at the back of the machine. Open the cover. Remove the inner cover by holding down the red button on the lid. Insert the microtubes filled with samples into the sample slot. At least 2 microtubes have to be inserted and must be placed across from each other to balance the centrifuge. Cover with the inner cover and press on it until you hear a click. This makes sure it's tightly locked. Close the outer cover and make sure it's locked as well. You can change the speed and time using the buttons on the front panel. You can also switch the speed units between RPM and G-force. Press start to start the centrifugation. Press stop if you want to stop the centrifugation early. Wait until the centrifuge comes to a complete stop, then press open. Remove the samples. Turn off the power and unplug the machine. This is the Sorval RC5B refrigerated superspeed centrifuge. First, turn on the power. To set the desired temperature, adjust the blue needle, which is the lower limit, using the outside knob, and the red needle, which is the upper limit, using the inside knob. Note that if using refrigerated temperature, close the chamber door and let cool for at least 15 minutes. To open the chamber door, press the door button at the front of the instrument while lifting the door at the same time. This is the SS34 rotor. It is one of many rotors available in the lab. Properly position the SS34 rotor in the centrifuge. Note that the pins on the rotor should never align with the pins on the spindle. They should be best at perpendicular position to each other. The positions of the pins on the rotor have been marked by a Sharpie. Balance the weight of the samples and the tubes to 0.001 grams and place in the rotor. Even number of samples is required and should be placed across from each other. Never parafilm samples and put in the centrifuge. The parafilm may get stuck during the spin and you will not be able to retrieve the tubes easily. Tighten the rotor lid by turning the big black disc. Then further tighten using the small silver disc. Close the chamber door. Set the appropriate speed in RPM using the control dial. The gravity conversion can be found on the chart posted on the chamber door. Note that the center part contains all the universal G-force value, while the top row describes type of rotor and the left column displays the RPM for the centrifuge setting. Maximum speed for the SS34 is 15,000 RPM. Set the time desired for the run using the time control dial. If there is imbalance detected, you should see the light go on. It is very important not to begin centrifugation when imbalance is detected, as this will cause an explosion. Push the start button to begin centrifugation. When the run is complete, the door light will be on and the speed display should return to 0. Open the chamber door, loosen the rotor lid, and retrieve samples. Wipe the interior of the centrifuge with paper towel and rinse the rotor gently with warm water in case of any spills. Lastly, turn off the power. There are many types of rotors in the cabinet beside the centrifuge. Another rotor frequently used in the lab is the Sorval SH3000 rotor. Again, position the rotor so the pins do not overlap. Tighten the screw to secure the rotor. Place the tube holder onto the rotor by fitting the slots, which is on the tube holder, onto the hinges on the rotor. Place all 4 tube holders on. and you should use plastic Falcon tubes with screw lids for this type of rotor.